President Tsai Ing-wen says she is calling on government agencies to provide necessary assistance to the people of Hong Kong here in Taiwan. That call comes as Hong Kong student activist Joshua Wong is expected to visit Taiwan today to hold a closed-door meeting with the DPP officials. And ICRT's Gavin Phipps spoke with Ross Feingold, who is currently in Hong Kong, about Tsai's offer and the activists meeting with members of the ruling party.
So obviously President Tsai Ing-wen offering assistance to students and other Hong Kong people.
Well, it's not really clear substantively what assistance they are offering. And frankly, this is similar statements to what we've seen from the Taiwan government in recent weeks and months. So, we like them, we're going to help them. That's really not new. And saying, well, maybe we'll show a little flexibility with extending student visas. That's substantive, but in the scheme of things, it's relatively minor. As long as a student had completed registration in accordance with the applicable procedures, then they'd be able to go to class. So if you're going to extend deadlines for people from Hong Kong, that might help. You might get some new students or students who decide, I'll study in Taiwan this semester, although it would be a little late for that. And frankly, it'd be imposing on universities to change their own standard operating procedures to try and accommodate students from Hong Kong on a more compressed time schedule. But ultimately, will there be a large increase in students coming from Hong Kong to Taiwan universities? Not this semester, maybe next semester, but it's certainly not a significant change in Taiwan policy.
And what about the activists visiting Taiwan and meeting with members of the ruling party, those being the chairman and the secretary general, as well as the deputy secretary general?
Well, not the first time pro-democracy activists from Hong Kong have come to Taiwan in the last 5 to 6 years, ever since the more intense discussion and debate began here in Hong Kong about electoral reform going back to the 2013-2014 period, 2014 being when the umbrella movement and Occupy Central events occurred here. And then in the subsequent years when protesters' expectations were not met and basically the same electoral system remained in place, and then that's culminated in the recent protests over the proposed extradition bill and other issues. So we're used to seeing them come to Taiwan, but again, it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't get them substantively more support from the government of Taiwan. It doesn't change what the Hong Kong government or the central government in Beijing does here in Hong Kong, simply because these leaders speak at universities or meet with politicians in Taiwan, but it'll get some media attention. And, of course, there'll be some negative press coverage from the Chinese side. That's to be expected.
That was Ross Feingold talking with ICRT's Gavin Phipps. The Kaohsiung government has received